once again, the Ghetto Free Press, and I'm going to close this out. What's your name again, my beautiful?
Ezekiel Holley.
Ezekiel Holley. I'm going to let him close this out in his own way. I think that this is what will make the difference, not only in South Georgia, but throughout the state of Georgia. We're going to have to pick up our iPhones, our smartphones, our Androids, and if the news media don't tell our story, we're going to have to start doing it ourselves. And I want to thank the 500,000 viewers that have made this Boston G.B.R. channel a very valuable part of the landscape of the black community. My beautiful brother, what message do you have to relay to Chris Wright, the mayor, considering that he's been through so much in only 24 years of age?
Well, Chris Wright is a young man that rose to the level of being mayor of the city of Dawson. We had took him and exposed him to some of the other cities and even took him to D.C.
When you say we who?
The NAACP.
Okay.
The NAACP is trying to promote young people, encourage young people to take the baton and run with it. We're trying to encourage young people to become leaders, to stand up for what's right and what is just. We also is trying to encourage young people to get involved in the political system.
Yes, yes, yes.
So we can get a slice of the pie.
Yes.
We have been left out too long.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Our forefathers built this country
Yes,
to
sir.
what it is.
Yes, sir.
And I tell you the straight truth, the interest on my 2 acres and a mule has grown a lot. And
Yes,
I want my share.
Yes,
of the
sir.
pie.
Yes, sir.
So Chris is doing a marvelous job of revitalizing this small, poor community. And we're going to do everything we can do is to support him.
Yes, sir. When you talk about the 20 acres and a mule, looking back over the years, the NAACP, SNCC, the Black Panther Party, and all these organizations has definitely done a great service in our community.
Sure.
But now, and I've been involved in civil rights since 1975, and when I look back, I hear a lot of our people, here's what they're saying. I'm presenting this to you, my beautiful brother. I'm still on track. They say that, and I want your response to this. What do you say to these young people, and some older people say that all these civil rights organizations have run their course and now they're not serving the needs of the black community? What do you say to those people?
Well, I would say to those people that open your ears and eyes. The Supreme Court just set us back 10 miles when they voted to cut down on Section 4 of the Civil Rights Act. That was a major piece of legislation that Johnson signed, giving us the right to vote, but it's being taken away. You know, it's not all about me, it's about my children and my grandchildren. The NAACP, and especially the former CEO, I think it was being jealous,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
was down there in Florida when Trayvon Martin was killed. And he had enough petitions is to go to our president and the Attorney General, Eric Holder, to bring federal charges in that case. But for some reason or another, the National Board didn't allow him to present those petitions, I'm told, to Eric Holder and the president. So when you got a landmark case like the Trayvon Martin case, and the case there with Jackson in Valdosta.
Yes, sir. Johnson, yes, sir.
Johnson case in Valdosta. We need some strong arms like Al Sharpton.
Yes, sir.
We need some strong arms like Ben Jealous.
Yes,
we need some strong arms like Martin Luther King
Yes,
and Malcolm X.
Yes, sir.
And
Absolutely.
Marcus Garvey
Yes,
and
sir.
We need some people that are going to stand up and tell justice roll down like a mighty stream.
Well, Mr. Holley, do you know that I'm under a 300-day criminal trespass? I cannot go to the No Lowndes County football game. I cannot go to on any property of Lowndes County. I have been banned. I can't even go to a county commissioner's meeting. And I have not violated any law. The people in Meggs with Mayor Linda Wright, they were given a criminal trespass the week before last. And they was given a pink slip. And about I have been issued no papers, but they put me and banned me all because of this camera, and I report what somebody undoubtedly don't want to report. That's the only reason they could do it. And I have been in Valdosta. In fact, I did 2 tours at Moody. But what happened is that they did this after the death of Kendrick Johnson. You know, after he was found dead at Lowndes County School. So I cannot find the NAACP. I don't mean to be negative, but I'm wondering why is it that nobody has stepped up to the plate to ask me, not even Victor Blackwell, who I got the greatest respect for, because if he hadn't came into Valdosta, Kendrick Johnson would just been like the other 15, 25 people that have died in 1918, or the 31 jail deaths of 1994 to 2009, and from 2009 to 2014, we don't know how many jail deaths, and Lowndes County leading the state of Georgia in jail deaths, but wasn't nobody talking about it, but my camera is doing it. And so somebody must have felt that they could just do this to me and get away with it. And apparently maybe they will, but my thing is, what do you think about that, man?
Well, let me tell you this, my brother. Every major victory that people of color have won, they won it through the courts.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you have an attorney.
Yes, I'm getting my way. Yeah.
But there are freedom of the press.
Yes, sir.
You have just as much rights as CNN.
Yes, sir.
Channel 10, Channel 4, whatever.
Yes, sir.
So don't stop.
No, no.
I would write a letter to Eric Holley.
He already aware of it. In fact, let me explain to you. I went to the CID, Criminal Division down at the Sheriff's Department. They didn't do it. They didn't issue the criminal trespass. I went to Sheriff Prime. He said he didn't know nothing about it. He would look into it and get back with me until the day he happened. I went to the probate judge. They say they didn't do it. They didn't know nothing about it. I went to Superior Court, District Attorney David Miller's office. He didn't know nothing, but they didn't know nothing about it. Then I went to the federal courts, and they ran my name. All of them ran my name, but I asked them to give me a letter stating that they didn't find nothing in my records, and they told me we couldn't do that because nothing was issued on you, so it don't even exist. Yet I have it on tape. I had witnesses there in the KJ March who heard Sheriff Deputy Thomas say, "You are under a criminal trespass." And on May the 25th, they say it been in force for 2 weeks prior to that date.
Do you have him on camera?
Yes, sir. I got all this on tape. Yeah, I got this. And so this is what has happened. But I've been saying that Georgia undoubtedly operates under their own set of rules. They change them when they, just like with the mayor. They change from a mayoral type government to a city manager, and you don't even have to. I can understand, where is the Georgia Attorney General? Where is Eric Holder in times like these? I am a United States veteran, served during the Vietnam era. And yet they can do me like that. To me, it's a slap in the face to all our men and women on active duty today, those who served yesterday, those disabled veterans, those war. It just don't make sense. And they make our form of government look foolish.
Have you talked to Mr. I think his name Moore out of Macon?
Michael Moore, that's when I started with. Look, I'm not going to call the name, but I could. The Justice Department out of Atlanta, when my friend John Robinson went to West Taylor, who is over the superintendent of Lowndes County High School, and he told my friend, because I couldn't go on the property, I still can't go on the property, he talked to him. So he went out there on my behalf and he said that the sheriff got something on me, and they found something in my record, and that the sheriff is working on something on me. Well, when I passed that on to a certain person at the Justice Department in that area in Atlanta, she said to me, "Oh, that's serious. That could be serious." She said, "I'm going to personally give this to Georgia Attorney General." So I believe they are. I'm sure they already, but they ain't said nothing to me about it.
Have you talked to DuBose?
Elder DuBose are fully aware of it. Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes,
he's
sir.
on the national board now.
I've talked to him as well.
I'm gonna talk to Edward.
Yeah, he knows it. And in fact, like I said, I have about 4,000 videos on YouTube. And a lot of them I mention about this truck. And one reason I have not got an attorney is because there's somebody through legal means telling me to hold on because they're going to do something else stupid.
Well, I don't want to do this on camera, but I want to ask you something off camera.
But we'll do that off camera.
Yeah.
Well, let's close this out. Let's close a little bit. You can ask.
Well, let me say this. I thank you for coming in my office.
Yes,
and I thank the mayor for inviting you in.
Yes, sir.
And I certainly hope that somebody will understand the struggle that people have went through in this town and other towns alike in the state of Georgia. And I'm hoping that this will encourage them to get up and go and register and vote, and encourage young people who is qualified to qualify and run for political office. I also want to make one illustration. Whatever we do to the least one of the Lords, we do it unto him. And we must realize that we have people in our community who do not have jobs. We have children in our community that do not have health care. We have people in our community that don't even have a place to live. And we must be caregivers to our less fortunate brothers and sisters in this society. I'm going to tell you something. When we find a cause that is stringent enough and compelling enough for us to sacrifice, as Dr. King sacrificed, that Malcolm sacrificed, that Johnny Lewis is sacrificed, that Marcus Garvey sacrificed. And don't forget about the African president, Mandela. Then we're going to move as a people towards the promised land.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. And once again, I love to do it this way. People ask me, why do I do it? I know your name, but give me your name once again and your position in the NAACP.
Is Reverend Ezekiel Holley. The former 3rd Vice President of Georgia State Conference. I served as district coordinator for 10 or 12 years. I served as president here in this branch for 20 years.
That is so beautiful, my beautiful brother. Let me come over. We're off the camera. I'm going to shake your hand. Thank you so much, my beautiful brother. Mr. Mayor, thank you so much, man. God bless you too, my beautiful brother. Once again, this is the Ghetto Free Press doing what we do because it must be done. And let's face it, if I don't do it, who's going to do it? And let me say this to you. Information will save us, but ignorance will destroy us. Bye-bye, we go.